Ryan Bailey, big race always, Noosa. How'd you feel coming into it? And just talk us through how your day unfolded.
It's been a pretty long season. Obviously the main focus is the WTS series, and after London had a bit of town time, went back to WA, back to my hometown of Bunbury, which is just outside of Busselton, and did a bit of work. I wouldn't say I did heaps, just kept ticking over, and obviously non-drafting is totally new to me. In the PN last week I learned a lot on the bike, just with how close you can sit to guys, like the distance is so hard to judge. And then today, I just left it all out on the course pretty much. So obviously didn't have enough for first. Aaron was absolutely flying on that run, and Dan just had too much in the sprint.
What's next for you? What are you looking forward to coming up?
Total break, yeah, refresh, and then hopefully put my best foot forward for Com Games. That's the main focus, and the WTS series again.
Thanks, mate. You look $1 million. Well done today.
Thank you, guys.
Mel, always tough racing those ITU girls. They're incredibly quick on that 10K. You're no slouch yourself. How did your day go?
Yeah, it went pretty well. I didn't get a split when I came out of the water, but I actually swam with girls this time, so I was pretty excited with that. I thought maybe I'm not too far down, but I got a split early in on the bike and I was still 240 down. So I think it's still an improvement, and yeah, I rode as hard as I could, but you know, it's just not long enough.
How's your season? I mean, you have just brained every race you've been on. You've been on the podiums. Obviously, Vegas was hilarious to watch being an Australian because we were all cheering so loudly. Are you tired? How's the fatigue going?
Well, I've actually had quite a few little breaks. I just have a week off here and there. After Vegas, it was a bit of off time. I had 2 more races, but you know, they were a bit on the low and stuff, and yeah, just Mandurah next weekend, then a bit of a break again.
Well, again, watching you run is just so much fun, and seeing you out here racing these short courses is also great to watch. Thanks for spending a couple of minutes with us.
No problem, thanks.
Brad Carterfelt, well, fast day for these young blokes getting around.
It is, yeah. It was an incredibly fast swim. I knew it was going to be on today, and I pushed as hard as I could, and actually got out with them and messed up my transition a little bit and just missed a couple of wheels. And those guys really nailed it at the start, and you have to be on that train. We just missed it, unfortunately, but yeah, we got off the bike. It was about 2 minutes down. We sort of Hodgie, Benno, Clado, and a few others. So yeah, just wanted to run hard. Ran hard until the U-turn just to see where I was at, and I was closing pretty quick on sort of the top 5, so I kept pushing, and I think I ran into 6. So it was a solid day.
So the run's coming together, and obviously we were chatting a little bit before this race about, you know, getting your bike sorted out and getting on top of those sorts of things. Do you feel that that's coming?
Definitely, you know, the whole season's been improving. You know, it's hard for me because I've got such skinny legs, and I've been in the gym a fair bit to build it up, and the bike is definitely getting stronger. The power's coming up, and I can sort of hold 300 watts now for quite a while, where at the start, you know, it was just hard. It was 280 and pushing as hard as I could, and now it's up to 320, and I think I can hold that now for a couple of hours at least for the 70.3, so it's improving, and definitely the run's there. It feels like, you know, I can run still 30 minutes, 31 off the bike, and it all feels quite good. So head to Mandurah next weekend and see what we can do.
All coming together beautifully. Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Josh, great race from you early on. Big pack of men getting out of the water. It was a very fast day.
Yeah, thanks, Phil. You know, I knew if I was to have a chance in this race today, I'd have to get some separation early. I tried on the swim. We had actually a favourable current today, favourable for a hard swim. I made the most of that, but still couldn't break it up. Couldn't break it up on the bike, even though we tore it to bits. And there had nothing on the run compared to the ITU guys. So
your mode of racing now, I guess it's kind of Clayton Vettel-esque in the fact that the two of you can swim like fish, you can ride hard. I mean, is that the card you've got to play in most races?
Yeah, definitely. You got to play to your strengths, and yeah, I'm only 24. I'm still developing, so you know, I'm working on my run. It'll get there. I'm going to start working with a new coach next year, so hopefully I'll be competitive on the running next year.
I guess for you it's always learning though when you come to these races, and you've got the sort of field like who can run so quickly. Those, as you said, those ITU boys have got, you know, fairly quick legs. What do you take from a race like this?
Well, I do a race like this, and I realise my strength really lies at the moment in the middle distance. And as I said, I'm still young, so I still want to keep doing races like this to keep my speed in check, but it makes me realise that really is my future, to focus on the middle distance, moving into long course in the future.
How much has the season taken out of you in terms of just some of the bigger races and getting ready for those, and then coming to something like this, which it has a real calming atmosphere around here? It's a bit of a party town and everybody's sort of relaxed on the holidays. And how hard is it for you to get motivated to come and race something like this?
It's actually not that hard at all. If I had to travel a long way, it might be a different story. I'm a Brizzy boy, so it's a short drive up here for me, and I mean, there's a good paycheck here. If you do well, it's a good payday, so it's just a fun weekend, really.
Mate, you're a heck of a lot of fun to watch race. Again, love the way you attack every time you go out on a race course. It's great fun watching you. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thanks, Phil.